It's just me being a little overly dramatic. Dispensaries and delivery services are going to continue to leverage a lot of the things we talked about, and a lot of those tools and solutions in terms of e-commerce providers that enable folks like us to really operate at scale are going to continue to iterate and evolve, servicing that client, that niche. Brands are looking to start leveraging digital as a tool to drive consideration before they go into purchase, right? Like, there are tools natively within a lot of these menus so that brands can start promoting across different retailers. But how do I leverage digital to influence decision-making for either online or retail? And then how do I make objective analyses on whether that was ROI positive or ROI negative for us, so we continue to scale investment or stop investment based on what the results are. Yes, there are direct-to-consumer platforms coming. My understanding is they're principally focused in California today based on just kind of regulation. The question I ask most brands is, what's the incentive to buy from you as opposed to buying from your dispensary partner, selling your product down the block? I've heard a couple good answers, a couple not so great answers. And the reality is you probably need to be participating in both. So for the sake of that, the rest of this conversation, we're going to assume DTC is really not an option for brands today, and focusing on cooperative marketing. And where we've seen a lot of success for brands and dispensaries is working together to co-invest in some capacity for digital marketing efforts, promoting specific products at dispensaries. The negotiation is really the brand wins because they're associating their brand with a trusted retail partner in the market. And typically when that user clicks the ad, we're driving them directly to their menu page pre-filtered, so that when that user clicks the ad, it loads up their 2 clicks and they're buying that specific product. Additionally, we see a lot of brands starting to partner with retailers in a sense of, okay, we'll invest in the digital marketing, but we want an in-store promotion, an email blast, and we'd like to get the emails from folks who buy our products online during the campaign. The last one's a little bit contentious at times, depending on the strength of the partnership between the brand and the retailer, but working together creatively helps the dispensary because it hedges marketing costs in acquiring customers, and it helps the brand because it promotes their brand at, on the digital shelves and shelf spaces in retail and online. Is going to continue to be a little bit of a very competitive landscape for the coming years. Measuring success in co-brand. It's really about looking at your aggregate sales data and comparing prior periods. We like to call them lift reports, where if we're running a 30-day flight for an edibles brand at John's, one of my partners here, John has a dispensary, I have an edibles brand. I want to do a 10-day flight for my edibles brand at John's dispensary. I'm selling 100 units a day, and I want to invest $2,000 to run traffic to that page directly that I don't own, but it's my product on the page. We want to look at what's the delta in units sold per day during the period we didn't have media versus the period we're running media. And then we actually want to benchmark that against when media turns off, so we can see if there's a defined lift in units sold per day that correlate directly to when media is running, and what the gross sales difference is in those units per day against the media investment. Your partner, your media partner, should be doing this for you, but it does require participation from the dispensary and from the brand, or the delivery company and the brand, in terms of generating at least the unit sale data by day as it corresponds to the timeline for your marketing campaign. Additionally, the standard digital metrics like impressions, clicks, creative performance, performance by day, performance by zip code will help determine how impactful our messaging is, how impactful our geo-targeting is. But at the end of the day, everything is going back to, did we actually make a measurable lift in sales? Obviously, as you scale the retail partners, this can be a bit more challenging. So working with somebody who has only a couple stores or is open to expanding this across all of their stores is really where we've seen a lot of brand partners be successful.